we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
Invite me next time.
Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you... Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that? I think Herta mentioned Asta. That's right. I think I visited Asta.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich?
I'm not that wonderful.
It's all taken care of. As long here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to...
Sure.
Oh, you small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget...
Again?
These two aren't making any... This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't... Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned 2 names. 2 researchers from the departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me. A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx? Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos? Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Right. Then I read... and into Arlen. Adler was with him. It was at... Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of...
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk.
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own. Yes, well, Peppy isn't here. You see, Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time? Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Will of preservation! Careful. The fragmentum in this area is...
Let me through! I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Protect me! Appropriate. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! No more playing nice.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Time to twirl! Take this! Rise, Venus! Time to twirl! Dodge this! I'm scared!
Stay put! Get them!
What are you looking at? Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere! I'm gonna hold everyone back!
reach the end of the story in your own way.
Will of preservation! Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
I won't surrender. Hands hurt? I'm scared.
Stay put.
Give me strength. You're the best.
I'm on guard.
You're not going anywhere. Protect me.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Time to twirl.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Take this! Rise, Venus! Dodge this!
Not a scratch.
Let me through! Give me strength!
Nice teamwork.
Honored to meet me. No more playing nice. You're not going anywhere. Hold everyone back again. What are you looking at?
Lance at the ready.
I'm scared.
Stay put.
Protect me. You're the best. Take this! Rise, Venus! You're not going
I'm on
anywhere.
guard.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength.
Nice teamwork.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
I'm scared. Protect me.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Let me through. Dodge this! Time to twirl!
It's time.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Take this! Rise, Venus! Dodge this! I'm scared.
Stay put.
Give me strength. Do you know this big diamond? It's all yours! Let me through. I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Lance at the ready.
Honored to meet me. I won't break. I'm scared.
Stay put.
I'm on guard.
Hands hurt. What are you looking at? No more playing nice. You're not going anywhere.
Lance at the ready.
Wanna see what I can do? Dodge this! Take this! Rise, Venus!
Peppy, are you okay?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later. So, which curio do you want to know about? That's all you got? Too abstract. Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from whom? Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Oh, right. Asta mentioned another name.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. Well, how did you know?
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot. My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the...
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. How's it going? Did you find the information you're after? I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding. Anxious, me? Is it that obvious? Oh. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again. Yes, 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished. People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the... However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances. That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the... Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Hey, what brings you here? It's all take. Here's the account. Oh, small scale.
Here too? Did my memory... Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking... I'm not... No need to be modest. At my age, though, I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure.
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How someone like me... I'm not getting any younger, and my...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really...
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the department. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life... don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems...
I figured you'd come to me to uncover... I'm sorry.
Just as I thought. I vaguely...
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. How did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure? I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology? She's not...
Huh?
She's not wrong. That's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Now that you mention it, let's call it a day.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the truth. I need to go over it from the start. Starting with the conversation
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an... Send me a signal when you see traces of...
I think she mentioned something important. If only there were some hints.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it. That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama? A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretending. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she...
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she's...
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find...
Don't interrupt other people. Based on your story, and the assignment involves a...
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm...
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. And the Herta's collection.
I doubt Herta...
Based on your story, and the assignment involves a curio... Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles.
Sure, but you're...
Say what you want.
A correct
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she's...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now.
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking her, lady. Your testimony went out the window the snack. However, she decided to hold her tongue until... So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position. Some things shouldn't be said in the open.
What could be more important than Herta's safety?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. I should consider him one of us. It's okay.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
I remember now.
That's enough So what's the story? Are you full of fancy?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for Adler.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened to be helping Arlen investigate the disappearances.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the... Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No connection? I disagree. There should be evidence linking them together. If I review a certain record...
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
What is this?
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
That's all? Well, it's settled then. I'm going all in.
Sneed.
What?
That's all? Well, it's settled then. I'm going all in.
Honkai.
Honkai? What?
That's all? Well, it's settled then. I'm going all in.
Turn-based on console is quite based. You can also get funny freeze frames on PS5 mid-battle.
Yeah. This happens sometimes.
Will of preservation!
Ah, Miss Stellaron. Time for us to reveal our true value to one another. Ah, Miss Stella. High stakes, high rewards. Spend freely.
or devils. I'll crush them all!
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Watch your head. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
You used to be able to run around the map with support characters before they patched it low.
Ah.
Time to twirl! I'm scared.
Stay put!
Pretend it.
Nice teamwork. Watch your head.
Time to twirl!
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
What are you looking at?
It's on me.
Honored to meet me. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength.
Nice teamwork.
Don't think maybe.
I'm not impressed. Watch your head.
Time to twirl!
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time to twirl!
Watch your head.
Time to twirl!
Thieves or devils. I'll crush them all!
What are you looking at? Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Sure, I'll play along. Ah.
I'm scared.
Stay put!
Honored to meet me.
Hedge your bets. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Watch your head.
Time to head to the next stop. Let's meet up with everyone in the parlor car.
How is everything? If you're ready, let's head to the Washtopia. Let's look around.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
Oh, really?
A list of the missing researchers and...
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people. I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Are you a fan of plaster busts?
Blaster bust? I'm not sure what that is.
I have a bust of Pallas Athena perched atop my fireplace. It's quite nice.
Oh. You mean that? Yeah. Those kind of things are pretty cool.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too. I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times, but it's been a few system hours and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
Coincidence? I think not. Of course I'm gonna ask Don for help.
Jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
Bullshit.
Oh, it's you. It's Adler. Adler disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Hello, Pamela. Oh no, the dark web.
Your countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
Ah, shit.
Lance of Blades! Lance forward!
Don't your hands hurt?
I forgot about fucking...
I can do this! Honored to meet me.
Lance at the ready.
Thank you.
Let me through.
I'm on guard. Ha!
I won't break. Take this! Shape Rise Phoenix! You're not going anywhere!
What?
I'm
Fucking
scared! Protect me!
These are devils! I'll crush them all!
Not a scratch. Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Want to see what I can do? I'm gonna hold everyone back again! What are you looking at?
I'm on guard.
You're not going anywhere!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Time to twirl! I'm scared!
Stay put!
Give me strength! You're the best! Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Let me through! Take this! Rise Phoenix!
eat chicken ass.
You're not going anywhere!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Time to twirl! Honored to meet me. Time to twirl! Dodge this! I won't break.
Lance at the ready.
Want to see what I can do? Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
I'm on guard.
Did I win? Did I win?
Not even...
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand. So the
Tenuous connections. First, Adler's disappearance.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy's attention?
Indeed, and I already know what he found. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across... The next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be.
Distasteful discussion?
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. The next angle last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. You probably already know about that. The fire demon of Fatora, the Duke of the Annihilation Gang. There is another secret with if last is the abilities of Duke Inferno. During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testify to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind.
It's the Phase Flame, the creation of member number 29, Serkal. She was an amazing genius. Intelligent, kind, and humble. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity.
Pity, yeah.
The Phase Flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Serkal had already passed away. It then continued to shift through phases, making its capture impossible.
This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the Phase Flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept it and lent it to Ron May for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process. If Ifrit is a scion of the Phase Flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the Phase Flame, and Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion and the Phase Flame through the concept of energy life forms. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Tenuous I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw member 29 Serkal's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the Phase Flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear, and the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the...
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire. See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it.
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about... It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now. But next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on.
You fucking dumbass.
The banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Answer me! These are devils! I'll crush them all!
Want to see what I can do? Give me strength. Honored to meet me. Let me through. You're not going anywhere.
Devils! I'll crush them all!
Want to see what I can do? Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to kill! Dodge this! Take this! Rise, Venus!
Wee!
SAS per Kippy. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Time to twirl!
0 points. Caught the defense.
Give me strength!
I'm asking questions.
Don't your hands hurt? What are you looking at? Want to see what I can do? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Answers? Answer me.
No more playing nice. Dodge this! I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Give me strength! You're the best!
I'm asking questions. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong. Got the defense? Test.
I can do this!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Do you know who This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to grow! Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere! Rise, Phoenix! Let me through! Dodge this!
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts. Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
I'm breaking! I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Protect me! How appropriate! I won't break! Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere!
A miracle.
Test. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Do you know who This big diamond! It's all yours! I'm scared!
Stay put!
Give me strength!
0 points.
No more playing nice! Take this! Rise, Phoenix!
Answer me.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Dare attack me?
Dodge this! Time to go!
Test.
A miracle.
Do you know who This big diamond! It's all yours! You're not going anywhere! Give me strength!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. 0 points.
I won't break! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere!
I'm asking questions.
Rise, Venus!
Test.
What are you looking at?
Your answers? Answer me. 0.0. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Good work. You did very well. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound. It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine. Yes, it is over. This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, madam. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself. I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
time to head to the next stop. Let's meet up with
Pom-Pom's not here yet?
Pom-Pom knows how to keep people on the edge of their seats.
Ahem! Apologies for the delay, dear passengers. Something important came up, so I, the conductor, had to spend some time preparing. Yeah, what was so important? I thought everyone knew. Our next destination is the planet of festivities, Penacony! I know everyone's eager to disembark and get to that famous Stellar Hotel, but before we set off, I should remind everyone of 3 things. First, Penacony is located in Asdana, a star system brimming with Memoria, which has historically been one of the macro voids that leaked out from the memory zone. Even after eons, the Memoria concentration up ahead is above normal levels. Usually this wouldn't be a huge problem, but everyone's different, so if you exhibit any signs of dizziness, hallucination, distorted memories, or any other symptoms, you should take them seriously. Second, Penacony is a colony belonging to the Harmony family. It also marks the first time this family has extended a public invitation to other factions. Please remember that the Express has been invited as a guest, and that we must adhere to any and all regulations.
Got it. When in Rome, as they say. Don't worry, conductor. We definitely won't embarrass the nameless.
Rome? Anyway, third and final. Rather than being a request, Pom-Pom has a favor to ask of everyone. If you could, I hope that while you're all on vacation, you could spare some time to help inquire about a few of the nameless.
Allow me to explain. Just like most of the worlds that the Express calls at, Penacony is one of the stops along the Silver Tracks. Several millennia ago, it was an IPC frontier prison, and it was the Trailblaze that connected it to thousands of stars. During that time, the Astral Express once visited Penacony. As with all meetings, they inevitably lead to goodbyes. As the Express's logs indicate, it seems some passengers decided to call Penacony their permanent home. Don't worry. Just think of it as returning to your hometown. Following the Express's departure, the Stellarons cut off contact to myriad worlds, and Penacony's ownership switched hands several times. Why did these nameless choose to stay here? How did the course of their subsequent lives unfold? And what legacies did they leave behind? Retracing our predecessors' footsteps. That is in itself an adventure, wouldn't you agree? Even if they left the stars behind them, their trailblaze would not be over. That's also what the conductor thinks, isn't it? According to the passenger list, the 3 people who got off were Tiernan, Legwork, and Rosalina, the Express's guard, mechanic, and surveyor, respectively. No supplementary details are available.
Just names and occupations? And they don't even sound like their real names either. This'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
We'll just leave it to the stars of fate. Considering the Nameless's diversity, perhaps we might even stumble upon their descendants. Or, against the slimmest of chances, the very individuals themselves. We'll conclude today's navigation meeting on this point. There's a bit of time left before we jump. In the meantime, it might be a good idea to double-check your bags.
I'll broadcast an announcement before we jump.
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone.
How's it going? All packed and ready? There probably won't be any surprises happening on family territory, which is a bit of a shame if you ask me. But hey, it's rare that we can take a break and let loose. Let's enjoy it. Of course not. Adventures are exhilarating, but rest and recuperation is equally important. Rest and recuperation aside, don't forget Pom-Pom's request. The conductor has done plenty for us, and it's time to return that favor.
Okay, I'm back.
You're the picture of calm, as always. Meanwhile, March 7th's buzzing around like a kid on a sugar rush. I trust Penacony won't let you all down. But regarding the family's invitation, I do have some details that I wish to discuss with everyone. Just not...
Welcome to a new episode of Interastral Peace Broadcast. We are here to bring you the latest news from across the galaxy.
I spoke to Mr. Yang.
I'll be staying on the express this time. I wish... Thank you. I appreciate the invitation, but I don't like bustling places. And someone has to handle the work on the express. Pay no mind to the matters concerning the Xianzhou. Penacony isn't the final stop on our trip. We have plenty. I'd advise double-checking your bags. Word is that the family's customs procedure can be quite demanding.
Camera, check. Extra clothes, check. Toiletries. Aw, Trad! The travel bottles I ordered haven't arrived. Although, I hear that Penacony's resort hotel is pretty luxurious. I'm guessing their toiletries. That means I can make more room in my suitcase. My pom-pom toy? Not a bad idea. That's kinda like bringing the conductor on vacay with me. But I think it's too big to stuff in the case. This is hard. What else should I take?
It's about time. I should find a seat.
Ahem! Hi! Hello! Attention all passengers! The express is about to make the jump! The express is about to make the jump! Please be seated and hold on! The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck?
Not another one. Come with me. These questions have no meaning, but I will answer you as best as I can. This is the border between reality and the memory zone. Dreamscape. Right this moment, you and I have coincidentally shared the same dreamscape and appeared in each other's minds. This is the Land of Dreams' inaugural welcome for us. Worry not, for very quickly you will awaken from this dream. Forget everything that has transpired with naught but a faint lingering of loss. Pay no mind, for this forgetfulness happens with each new dawn. It is an occurrence that we have become accustomed to for so long. So, come with me. I'll take you home. Left, at the end of the corridor. I will wait there for you. I'm not there. Turn back. Galaxy Ranger Acheron. This is what they call me. You can call me whatever you want. Open this door. Take a look at the mesmerizing dreamscape while you can still read.
This is... no way.
This way. After you.
Am I supposed to walk up the wall? How is this even possible?
Why not?
She can hear the thoughts in my head?
Why not? We're almost there. Can you still walk? You're funny. If you can crack jokes, you're probably fine. Don't stop, don't turn back, don't look down. Or up, for that matter. These voices... they're just shadows of the dreamscape. Pay no heed to them.
Memo Keeper, do you think you can just leave?
I'm sorry. The dance partner of my choice, I've already chosen.
How do you intend to pull them off the stage?
All we have to do is present the truth, and they will naturally reciprocate.
The Charmony Festival stage belongs only to you, little sister.
But if I can't sing, what meaning does the stage have?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
Holy fucking shit.
We're here.
Welcome to the Reverie. May you experience an unforgettable holiday. If you need help checking in, please head straight to the concierge.
Leave this realm, and rise as you would on any other day. Forget this fortuitous encounter and return whence you came. But before you do, I would make a request of you. You may think it somewhat strange, perhaps even rude, but I wish to know. Have we met somewhere before? You evoke memories of an old friend. In the haze of my recollections, she stood shoulder to shoulder with me. Much like this surreal dreamscape where we stood close, yet forever out of reach. May I ask you a few more questions? I tend to forget things, which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. The answer is inconsequential. Your spontaneous reaction is what matters. For instance, when you awaken in your room, your lips speak several names. Are they your companions? Family? Enemies? You seem to have forged unbreakable bonds with many people and many incidents. Might I ask if you fear losing these bonds? Then, if there was a vast dreamscape, so lifelike it's indistinguishable from reality. There, no one faces life's separations or deaths. Everyone attains their deserved happiness and lives joyfully ever after. I would ask, would you wish to stay? Imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, strangers, followed by the gentle breeze, soaring birds, the stars, and ultimately yourself. Everyone and every face they remember, the joy and the heartaches, the vows sealed and those left hanging, all will inevitably march towards a predetermined ending. If you had grasped the journey's finale right from its inception, I would ask, would you still embark on this journey? I know this is hard. You don't have to be hard-pressed to make a decision. As I have said, the answer is inconsequential. Hearing, touch, thought. Through these you gain emotions. Cherish them. With emotions we make choices. And so we return to the original question. I would ask, do you still remember me? I understand. How interesting. For a split second it felt like countless versions of you, alike yet distinct, gave entirely different responses. That was my final question. Thank you. We all have our paths to walk, so we shall bid our farewells. The Golden Dream is getting restless. In the coming long night, I'm afraid you will face many tribulations and witness many tragedies. And finally, your sight will only see black and white. But please believe me that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice, it will reappear before you once more. What you must do now is ponder its significance. And then you can return to the waking world. That's where we all find our answers.
Holy shit.
What's wrong? Why are you crying all of a sudden? Sounds like you had a nightmare. We just arrived in Astana and already... you should be careful. It seems your tolerance to Memoria isn't the strongest. Don't fret. Dreams are often the reverse of reality. While you were sleeping, the Express arrived in Penacony. Can you imagine? Yesterday's grim frontier prison is today's lavish hotel. I wish I could wander Penacony streets today, but I'm pretty train-tied at the moment. You'll have to be my eyes and ears while we're here. Gear up and make sure you've got everything. And before you step out, swing by the back and grab March. She's waiting for you there.
Is March 7th still packing her luggage?
up. How's your prep going? Welt and Himeko beat us to the punch, but I stuck around for you. Let's get going. Shall we go meet up with them now? Penacony, the planet of festivities. The universe's biggest and fanciest amusement park awaits! We're here at last! Oh, the family sure doesn't play around with their entry protocols. Our bags probably know what it feels like to be a celebrity now with all that attention. I wouldn't have put it past them to try and nab that Stellaron from inside you. Aside from that, I have to say the family has been really accommodating. Well, the hassle was worth it. Just look at this grand hotel lobby. And those endless rows. They're all rooms, right? Just think of the number of guests staying here. Where are our rooms? Come on, Mr. Yang and the rest must be at the front desk. Let's hurry up and meet them there.
Welcome to the Reverie. May you experience an unforgettable holiday. If you need help checking in, please head straight to the concierge. I'm Nisha, a bellboy working here on Penacony. Pleased to be at your service. If you need help with your baggage...
over here. Something's not right.
Should you need assistance with moving luggage to your room, feel free to contact me. Please, go ahead. Don't keep your friend waiting.
Hey, what's the big gathering at the concierge about?
I'm sorry, but your name really isn't in the system.
But in the information I received from the Astral Express, it states that we already reserved rooms. Please, check again for me.
Yes, ma'am. Please give me a moment. The Astral Express, for Platinum Guest Rooms, whose names include Mr. Welt Yang, Miss Himiko, Miss March 7th, and Mr. Don Hung. These are the only 4 names on the reservation list.
We've run into some trouble. Your name isn't on the hotel's reservation list. I understand. No wonder our friend's name here is missing. When we responded to the family's invitation, she hadn't even arrived on the express. Something came up in Don Hung's schedule, and he couldn't make it. I have an idea. Could you reassign his room? It's still the same number of people.
She's a new passenger aboard our Astral Express. We can vouch for her status.
Even if that is so, I'm afraid... No, I'm not doubting your status. It's just...
Well, it's just that right now, we're on the eve of the Charmony Festival. Penacony's most important moment of every era. And with the family's invite, all guests from all over the cosmos have thronged this place. Hotel security is on high alert with 0 room for error. And with such a last-minute change, it really isn't something that this young lady's words can resolve on a whim. My esteemed guests from the Astral Express, please do not make it harder for her.
We're sorry for all the trouble our check-in seems to have caused. Might I ask for your name?
I am the humble aventurine of the IPC's Strategic Investment Department, a non-performing asset liquidation specialist and subordinate to Supervisor Dunband. I was cordially invited by the watchmaker. I also happen to be a traveler that's had to stand behind you for quite a while.
Leave it to me. I've heard that the IPC has also received Penacony's invitation. So forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you must be the representative. The IPC's elite certainly does have an extraordinary air about them. I suppose such an exceptional figure such as yourself wouldn't mind paving a convenience for us?
I must be hearing things. Paving a convenience? Shouldn't I be saying this to you instead? I've been waiting here for more than 10 minutes. Do you know how many credits 10 minutes is worth to me?
It must be an inordinate number, which is why now, Mr. Aventurine, I have an investment that you absolutely cannot miss out on. The IPC's influence runs deep and wide, and their word wields the utmost authority. We hope to borrow your status to vouch for her. As such, you won't just be sparing much of your invaluable time, but also forging new friendships.
Well, this is interesting. And how will my new friends benefit me?
Now this is a topic very much worth getting into. Just as we are guests of the Watchmaker, why don't we make ourselves comfortable in Penacony before getting to know each other more elaborately?
Sounds good. But, Miss Navigator, I must point out that if I do something about it now, the time saved is from my own effort, not a favor from you all. But what you said in the second half, I loved it. Friends, yes, nothing is more precious than friends. Especially a righteous trailblazer like a Nameless. Going forward on this Penacony trip, I'll be counting on all my trailblazer friends here. Looking forward to a delightful time with you all.
I'm glad you've put it this way. So about the vouching...
There you go, miss. Please allow her to check in on my account. I have an appointment with the family's Mr. Sunday. I will ask him to handle this matter later. Don't worry. I won't cause you any trouble.
But...
Ali, just a moment. The family cannot allow guests to enter a dream while bearing burdens.
Oh, speak of the devil, look who's here. It's Sunday, the most handsome man in Penacony. Along with a singer renowned across the universe, Robin.
He said you were the most dashing person in Penacony. How interesting.
I've kept you waiting, Mr. Aventurine. This way, please. Let us speak in private.
Astral Express guests, please come this way and rest your feet.
Wait, what? You're...
I'm gonna stop streaming. Thank you for anybody that's been watching. I will probably stream more tomorrow. Take care.
Bye bye.